Good evening, everybody. We're calling this meeting to order. And would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let the record show that all members of the committee are present and Mr. Zhang is attending as an alternate. If you are joining us remotely, please use the raise your hand feature in Zoom when you get to the item that you want to speak on. And roll call. Oh, we did, huh? They're all here. Sorry. We're all here. B1 is approval of the minutes of August 15th, 2022. It's kind of loud. Approval of minutes, anybody?
I move for approval.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor? Aye?
Aye.
All those in favor? Old business? I see no old business, but is there any old business that we need to take care of? No? Let's move on to D. D1, new business. Presentation by Recreation and Community Service Manager Nicolas Cuevas on enrichment programs and student outreach. Mr. Cuevas?
Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody, tonight. It's great to see some new faces up here. I look forward to working with you. So tonight is a pretty great night. I love talking about recreation, so why not community enrichment programs here in Newark? First, I just want to share with you guys the mission statement of the Recreation Department. The mission of the Recreation and Community Services Department is to enrich and strengthen the well-being of all community members through recreational programs, services, and facilities while promoting personal development, healthy lifestyles, community involvement, and inclusiveness. Here is a overview of our recreation numbers. And so some of these might be a little bit off because we were supposed to cover this in October. So the first thing I wanted to show you is just kind of where our numbers are compared to prior to the pandemic and where we are now. So as you can see, prior to the pandemic, we were seeing about close to 340,000 individuals per year that were coming into the centers in our programs. Coming out of the pandemic a little bit, we are about 300,000 here or there, which is about a 12% decrease in our programs. A big part of that is due to the classes and programs that we're able to offer. Largest program that we provide in the Recreation Community Services Department is our swim lesson program, which is very important for the community as it teaches children to drowning prevention. We have been struggling in the Recreation Department to fill those positions, which is our part-time lifeguard and swim instructors. Since the pandemic, it's kind of switched, and so we are coming up with some new creative ideas to bring in some new members and hope to boost our numbers back to pre-pandemic levels or even greater, and also looking to eliminate our wait list for our recreation classes. Recreation and Community Services Department operates a total of 5 facilities within the Newark community. As most of us might be familiar with most of these, we have the Silliman Activity and Family Aquatic Center, the Clark W. Redeker Newark Senior Center, the Newark Community Center, our Newark Childcare Annex. We also operate the Ash Street Summer Program out of Ash Street Park, and then the Newark Resource Center, which we are working on right now. And also parks and open spaces. You can access up to 15 parks and sport play facilities, which is about 131 acres here in Newark where people can play and recreate. Additionally, the Newark Resource Center, we're currently working on this and trying to work with some community partners to bring in some resources into the community, which would be at the Ash Street Park. We have a former Head Start building that we're looking to renovate and bring some resources into the community. currently at the moment. So we're currently in the planning stages, but the access point into human services, what it would do is create a linkage and navigation support to community services and resources. It would be home to the Newark Promotores Program. Also, it would provide community classes on health and wellness, provide access such as case management, information regarding Medi-Cal, CalFresh, immigration and legal services, and multiple different programs that the community is looking for. Additionally, the types of community programs that we offer, we break it down into enrichment programs, which are subject-based and customized to fit the needs of the intended recipient. Those include the City of Newark Promotores Program, our Senior Recreation Services, Camp Newark, Ash Street Summer Program, Preschool, Licensed Childcare, and Special Events. And then we get into our leisure programs, which is recreation-based activities that provide social benefits, which is lap swimming, recreation swim, basketball, dance classes, art, youth and adult sports, seniors, and again, special events, to name a few. We also operate a scholarship program. The Newark Recreation Scholarship Program is for any youth ages 17 or younger residing in the city of Newark who wish to participate in Newark Recreation and Community Services Department programs, but has financial constraints. The program covers 75% of the participant's cost, with the participant covering 25%. Program benefits is each youth is allowed up to $350 per year in fee assistance, a max of 6 children per family, which is about each family receiving annually $2,100 in fee assistance. New for this year, which we have included, is we added in a family membership to the Silliman Activity Aquatic Center. Initially, it started off as a youth pass, but then we started looking at the family as a whole unit, and we want also those parents that are also coming to the center with their children to also be able to participate in exercise, swimming, and just kind of go for a whole family approach, which has actually been very beneficial to a lot of our families, as they were, there was a cost concern with them participating in the program, and so now that is not there. The program eligibility, you must be a Newark resident. And additionally, one of the things that we look for is if you participate in the NUSD free or reduced lunch program and you have that document, as long as you show that to us, that counts as your qualification and you're eligible to take the programs. Just some information, currently as of in 2022, we issued $29,000 in recreation scholarships. This year so far, which kind of seems hard as we just started, but we were hard at work in December, but we have issued about $28,000 in scholarships so far this year. Our programs offered, we offer a wide variety of programs to participate in, such as from youth and adult sport leagues and camps, specialize in enrichment programs, learn to swim, dance, preschool classes, team programs, special events, senior activities, classes, and trips. We also offer community special events. Our biggest ones are the Shirley Sist Grooving at the Grove, Mariachi Festival, Family Day at the Park, which is coming up on April 1st. The Ash Street Community Barbecue, our annual holiday tree lighting, mobile recreation, movies in the park, drive-through car events, Uni Day, and Halloween dog park events. This program here is our Ash Street Summer Program. This is a wonderful program. It is for kindergarten graduates to 11 years old. It works on an outdoor program, includes sports, arts, and crafts, special events, and team building. This program is $10 per child, and that is for the entire 6 weeks of the camp program. The $10 is more of just a commitment fee to make sure that they come to us. But even if a family is having difficulties coming up with $10 per child, we work with them to ensure that their child is still able to participate in the program. Camp Newark is offered during the summer or holiday breaks for kindergarten graduates, also the same age up to 11 years old, with a weekly cost of about $235. The program utilizes all the amenities offered at the Silliman Complex and is scholarship eligible. Both programs are provided lunch daily by Newark Unified School District. We work with your Child Nutrition Services, which is Mary. And great program, so that way we are able to continue to offer sites in the community where members are able to receive a free nutritious meal. Our next one is our Newark Promotores Program. The Newark Promotores Program mission is to create agents of change, empowering its community members through the provision of culturally competent and appropriate information, education programs, constant support based on the specific needs of the historically underrepresented communities, building sustainable community partnerships in order to facilitate actions that increase awareness, healthier lifestyles, positive social change, and the wellness overall in the city or the community. Promotores in Newark is an integral part of the linkage, linking the underserved populations to existing resources and services. They play a key role as liaisons and educators among vulnerable populations. As a member of the communities they serve, promotores bring their valuable insights and knowledge of local norms and culture to the city and advocate for them. The quality that makes this group of promotores effective is their ability to cultivate profound relationships and build community trust, which is a foundation for engagement in their own community transformation. The targeted demographic is for our Latinx families that are Spanish-speaking, also Recreation Department scholarship participants, or those who are underserved. So some of the programs that our Newark Recreation Promotores program offers is a bilingual preschool program, youth leadership, a leadership training for the actual parents, opening doors that works with the library, community presentations, and then a bilingual reading club, in addition in partnership with the Newark Library. Also, we offer a preschool program. This is located at the Silliman Community and Activity Center. This program has been around for about 30 plus years, if not longer. Early childhood academic enrichment. The program provides children with their first educational experience and better prepares them for their future academic endeavors. Children develop social skills, fine motor skills, problem-solving skills, and learn the fundamentals to build their academic foundation. We also offer a bilingual preschool program through the Promotores Network. In the bilingual preschool, instructors conduct activities in a second language, either mixed with the first language or as a complete immersion throughout the whole school day. The goal is to expose young learners to a new language that can become proficient in and or use later, which is teaching them English. This is a very unique and special program run by the Recreation Department, in that participants only pay $25 per semester for the class, and the Recreation Department is picking up an additional $750 per student. These funds are utilized via our ARPA funding program, which we are grateful for because we are seeing the great benefits that these funds are bringing into the community. The ARPA funding is to ensure there is no cost barriers for community members. As of today, the Recreation Department has provided $35,000 in scholarships just to this program alone, which is a great resource and we are proud to offer. We also offer a licensed childcare program. There's only a select few of us in the state of California that run municipal licensed childcare programs. The Newark Childcare Program provides an environment that allows opportunities for children to develop their creativity, make friends, and prepare for the school year ahead. Individual and group activities are provided to encourage social, emotional, physical, and intellectual growth. These activities are designed to meet the developmental needs of each child and include art, music, and movement, stories, science, dramatic play, blocks, computers, and new that we are starting to implement is transitional kindergarten preparedness. And so we've had a couple parents ask us about transitional kindergarten and kind of getting them prepared. Our biggest thing is we are champions of your guys' program, so we try to send them to the Newark Unified School District first. And then if for some other reason they are looking to stay, we are trying to implement some additional measures to help those families that are just not ready to make the step, but also trying to connect them with the correct resources at the school district to answer any questions that they may have that are causing them to delay entering into the transitional kindergarten program. We also offer a senior recreation program. This is for anybody that is 55 and over. The community benefits of this program, it provides a home away from home for our senior citizens by supplying a hub for recreational activities. Staff actively distributes local resources and information dependent on an individual's needs, including health and housing resources, case management. Senior Services partners with local organizations to provide free groceries to qualifying seniors. Participants enjoy a safe environment where they can discover new pastimes and develop long-lasting friendships. We are a very unique senior center in that a lot of our fees are zero, thanks to our city council members. And any classes that we offer are free of charge. And so there is no cost barriers at our senior center. And so again, we are very thankful for that from our council members. And so that concludes my presentation. I just want to say thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to working even more in the community. I just want to comment that watching these past meetings is that there was a comment to work on further collaborating between Newark Unified School District, City of Newark, and Alameda County Library here. And so we have started that process, and so we have set up our annual collaboration meetings. And so the Newark Unified School District, City of Newark Recreation, and the Newark Library, we are all meeting on a predetermined basis to share resources, how we can collaborate further, and just do what's best for the Newark community and our youth. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cuevas. What a wonderful report. I love everything that's happening. So do we have any questions or any comments? Nothing?
I'd like to say it's impressive. I'm just kind of, I knew some of this, but I didn't know the extent to which you're providing those services in the community. Here's to be applauded.
Thank you.
All these services, are they in our recreation book that goes out to the households?
Yeah, so a lot of, all of our classes, we send out our quarterly activities guide that goes out into the mail. And so you may have seen them. They're these big postcards that say scan here, or you can go to our website. And so that way it kind of helps us, so that way if we need to update them, we can, and we don't have multiple print versions out there.
Nice.
But what we are looking at doing is for our Family Day at the Park event, we have received some requests to have mini activity guides with certain information regarding these programs and community resources. So we will be providing some copies to the community at that large event. And also, I just want to invite everyone here to come out, enjoy the community festivities. And also at Newark Unified School District, if you guys are more than interested, you guys are welcome to come out and participate as well. I know there's a lot of new families out in the community, and this is a great way to, for you guys to connect with them.
Well, I know the Newark Rotary participates in the Family Day at the Park, so that's something that we've always tried to help with. I do have one more question, and you know what it is? It's the Mel Noon sign. Are we ever going to get the official nice Mel Noon sign for the fields there?
Yes,
We still
so
have that.
I just finished writing the RFP for that, and I sent it to Jason Amai in Public Works, and so he's currently reviewing it, and hopefully we can get that out to the community for bid.
That would be wonderful. Been waiting for that sign for a while. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So moving on, let's go to D2. And this is a report by Superintendent Triplett, a follow-up on the progress of the STAR Academy.
There we go. Thank you, City Manager. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Triplett, Superintendent for Newark Unified School. Thanks Thanks for having us this evening. And thank you again to Mr. Cuevas for that presentation and all the collaboration that we're doing. I believe we have a meeting tomorrow, actually, is one of our meetings. Okay, great. So this committee has, and I also should just say, I just want to give a welcome again to our new committee members, both city and school board members that have joined this committee. So we're delighted to have you. This committee asked to get a follow-up on the progress of our STAR Academy and our STAR initiative, and that's our science, technology, aerospace, and robotics program that we've launched and has had a lot of success. So just wanted to do a quick update on some recent things. And we actually had on December 14th our STAR Lab ribbon cutting. So this is the lab at the high school that we have renovated and is now open for events as well as classes and clubs to participate in. You see here in front of you, this is the official ribbon cutting on the 14th. And we're really blessed to have a number of the city officials there to support, including the police and the new mayor and city council members, as well as board members and other city and community dignitaries. Next slide, please. So I just wanted to share a little bit about that evening. The lab had actually already been opened, but this was the official ribbon cutting. But what you see here, in addition to our wonderful mayor, is students who really shared most of the evening sharing some of the incredible work that they're doing, how they're already utilizing the STAR Lab. So this is a couple students who talked about some projects that they had done, some technology projects, including an award-winning project, I believe, on the right side. That student, he got an award last year for a really amazing project he did. And then also just sharing out about the different clubs and organizations that use the space now, including our Rocketry Club, our Coding Club, and our I'm blanking on some of the other ones. There's also our Media Communications Academy is also using the space for their some of their events and classes, and then we have classes in there every day. So it's been really wonderful. And here you see some of the new equipment that we purchased. This thing in the center is what they call an arena. So that's where students have robots that do competitions in there. They program the robots to actually move around, move between the different poles and cones, and then the robots actually, they lift up things and they do all sorts of competitions. And then you see up in the upper left-hand side is a laser printer. So students are now able to be designing, as you all know, we've had a really wonderful rocketry club for quite some time. Their students are now able to actually build the rockets right there in the space using the laser cutter. And then you see on the right, I believe that's some of our rocketry students, if I'm not mistaken, doing some of the design for rocketry. So in the first 3.5 weeks, the space was open. Really delighted to say it hosted over 80 classes and club meetings, including, as I mentioned, we got a spelling error in there, rocketry, computer science principles class, computer science A, that's another AP class, U.S. history, special education uses the space daily, and then our clubs, rocketry, robotics, learn to code, peer tutoring, chess, and art. And I wanted to take the opportunity to invite everyone to the Media Communication Academy's upcoming Silent Film Fest on February 1st. So in the past, that's been held in some other spaces, library and some other spaces, which has been great. But now with our new space, full audio and really amazing visual equipment, the students are really excited to be holding the film fest in there. So I think maybe we even have some people here whose children might have gone through that program, not to mention any names. Yeah, really, really cool program, and invite everyone to join on for that Silent Film Festival. And that's the update on the Star Academy.
Thank you, Dr. Triplett, for a wonderful report. Any questions, any of our members? Seeing that we have no questions and no comments, let's move on to D3. An update on active shooter practice drills.
All right,
And
yes.
that is also by Dr. Triplett.
Yes, this one will be brief, but thank you, Member Collazo, for requesting that we stay up on the status of that. So really want to appreciate the police department and the city because they have been amazing partnering with the school district to provide active shooter and safety drills to all our schools. We have, at this point, been able to have a training for all the schools except for one. We had to reschedule one, and that's going to be finished this month. But the police department has come, and they train all of the staff on safety drills, procedures, including active shooter. And then from there, the teachers and staff are working with the students to conduct drills throughout the year. So yeah, we've been really appreciative of the collaboration. During COVID, that sort of fell off because we weren't within the schools, and so this is the first year that we're back making sure that we doing all those drills and being prepared as we can.
What I'd like to make sure is that all our firefighters and our police know exactly how the schools are set up so that they know, like where the kindergartners are and, maybe do walkthroughs and stuff. It just seems to me like every day things get worse and worse and they're shooting. I was just telling our city manager that there was a shooting today in Half Moon Bay.
Oh, wow.
And when I heard the news, it was 2 were killed, and then it was 4, and apparently now the latest thing was there was 10 people that were killed. 11? Okay, so now it's up to 11. And this is something that,
Santa Cruz?
no, in Half Moon Bay.
Huh?
Half Moon Bay. Half Moon Bay today. Monterey Park was yesterday, 11.
my
Oh, but you're
gosh.
talking about
Yeah, I was
okay.
home on Monterey.
Okay, no, this is Half Moon Bay.
And how many?
I've heard 7.
Oh.
So it's,
What
I mean,
was
we're
it at?
trying,
Where was it?
on, right on the highway, where's the Monterey or the Half Moon Bay Mushroom Farm or something? Right there, right in that area, but there was 2 locations where he did shootings. And, I mean, our police staff, they're always trying to work in conjunction with everything, but it seems like in Washington, D.C., they're not really against the guns. And I don't know if it's that they're being bought off, but things are just getting worse and worse. And anybody, you can't look at somebody because they want to shoot you. You say hello to somebody and they want to shoot you. So I just want to be really protective of our children here and do everything that we can.
Yeah, thank you. If I may add to your point, Vice Mayor, we did share all of our maps and with all of the class designs and setups with the police department. So you're ahead of the curve. You saw that, you anticipated that was something that would be really important to do, and fortunately we have already shared that with them. So
It's happening all over the United States, but it seems to me how funny that it's just mostly in the United States, not any other country where these shootings are happening. But, Okay, well, thank you for the update. Now, let's move on to D4, which is an update on the status of the School Resource Officer Program. And is that by our city manager?
Yes, good
Mr.
evening,
Mayor.
Madam Chair and members of the committee. I had placed this item on the agenda for tonight's meeting. However, earlier today, it was brought to my attention, this item is not yet ripe. If necessary, we will add this to an agenda in the future. But at this point, I don't have any information or update to this committee.
Right, perfect. And I keep forgetting to ask if there's any hands raised. Perfect. At this point, we're at public comment, so that means anything that's not on today's agenda, if there's anybody that would like to talk about something that's not on today's agenda. Staff, members? My goodness, this is just getting too easy. Members,
Well, I guess briefly, like, pleasure to be on the school board for the past 4 years, and as I'm transitioning out of my seat, that enjoy working with city manager and other city staff when I serve on this committee. Thank you.
thank you. Member Thomas?
Okay, there, the mic is on. I love this venue. I love the dais here. I'm gonna have to talk to the superintendent about some of these gadgets for us. One of the things that the superintendent announced, and I think it's been publicly announced, is that we have lost our executive assistant. She's resigned, and so I'm just thought I'd throw it out there. Is it possible for, because I'm sure we're going to have a lot of learning curve for whoever takes her place. Is it possible that the city would do these next two meetings and host them here, just on the interim, and then we can take turns again?
Yeah, so if I may, in the past, this is something that would alternate between the two different
I know,
venues
yeah.
on a quarterly basis. As a result of the Zoom era, so to speak, with the pandemic, we modify that and we alternate on a yearly basis. So the city intends on hosting the next meeting, which is scheduled for, it's on the agenda here, for April 17th. And at that meeting, we would elect new officers, and then starting in June, we would go over to the school district facilities.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. So, no more public comments. Let's go to item F, which is future agenda items. And F1 is meetings for 2023, April 17th, which is the third Monday, June 12th, which is the second Monday in June, and October 16th, which is the third Monday in October.
Yes, Madam Chair, we place this on the agenda so we can make sure that everybody's aware of these future meeting dates. April 17th is, as you pointed out, the third Monday of the month, which is the traditional day in which we hold these meetings. The notable exception, of course, being January, which is MLK, is the third Monday of that month. So hence why we're meeting on today, the fourth Monday. In June, that is June 19th. That would be the third Monday, which I understand is a holiday for Newark Unified School
June
District.
19th,
So
19th.
if it is okay with this committee, we would suggest meeting on Monday, June 12th, which would be the second Monday of that month. If there's any objections, more than happy to take a look at our calendars, but this is the date that we are suggesting going forward. So this would be an opportunity if the committee has any unavailability, any vacations, or wanted to reschedule this, it would be the time now to discuss that.
At this point, does anybody have any objection? I think it's far out enough that we can try to arrange.
Okay,
to meet
Superintendent and I will make sure to coordinate these meetings on these
Okay.
dates.
Thank you. F2, requests for future discussion items. If we have none right now, please give us at least 2 weeks before the next meeting so that they can put it on the agenda. Nobody? Nobody raised their hand on Zoom? Okay, so with that, well, before I adjourn, I just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Okay, meeting is adjourned.